Good news is that the Pierces are entertaining our offer, but bad news, they're inquiring about your moral character.
Welcome to Something Crunchy. Tyler is homies with Blake. Blake is the older bro of Blair. Blair is married to Tyler, and is a slutty slut.
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
What the hell is crunchy?
Welcome to Something Crunchy.
Welcome to another special edition episode of Something Crunchy. I'm Kellen Blake. With me as always, Blair and Tyler Dressel. We have such an exciting guest on with us tonight. You've seen him in movies like Paycheck and Single White Female, shows like High Maintenance, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and of course, most recently playing Frank Vernon on HBO's Succession. Please welcome Peter Friedman.
You know, it's not Frank, actually. It's Francis.
Oh, Francis.
Formal.
Well, how are you, Mr. Peter?
I'm good. I'm glad to speak to you guys.
Yeah, likewise. How's your summer going?
It's good. You know, we started working on Succession last week of June, and so it's been a busy and fun summer so far.
So not only are you filming right now, you have filmed today, in fact.
Yeah. Out in the studio in Queens, yes.
Wow. Succession Season 4, likely to be released in the next few months or so?
I have no idea. I was hoping you had more idea than I did, because I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy that asks. I go, yeah, whatever.
I've been told that we're likely looking at a release in the beginning of the year.
That makes sense, because we're shooting till February. So I could see them putting the first ones on while we're still, finishing up the last one filming. That makes sense.
Really?
Oh, this is exciting stuff.
Yes.
And I don't know a soul who doesn't watch this show. What can you tell us about the upcoming season?
Nothing.
I knew you were going to say those.
I kind of saw that coming.
I was talking with my wife. I said, man, I had a great day today a couple of weeks ago. She said, oh, tell me about it. I said, no. And she said, oh, come on. But you understand, if any of this stuff gets out, it's too bad. It's over, right?
I know. We really wanted to be the ones to be responsible for the leak.
to ruin it for everybody.
No.
Really, that would do wonders for us, but
No.
I get it.
We can't
No,
do it.
this show's too good.
Yes.
So you've been vice chairman of Waystar, COO, and you've even had the keys there for a minute. What do you want for Francis, if you had to say?
Well, I don't know. You say I'm vice chairman. Am I?
You were
I
there,
know
you
I
were there
was-
for a bit. You've had a bunch of titles.
I have, but do I still have them?
That's a good
I
question.
feel like I'm kept close because he doesn't trust me as much as he once did after that attempted coup with Kendall, season 2.
I didn't want to have to
So-
bring that up.
That was
Season 2.
surprising. That was surprising.
Well, it's the last time I was respected. So I'm hired as I'm hired as an actor to play the COO in the pilot. And I do my research. I talk to a COO. I find out, then I get fired in the pilot. So ever since then, I am floating. I don't know what I am. Not really.
You had that epic
they-
monologue in the pilot as well when you're the toast at Logan's birthday. That was a great scene.
Yeah.
I remember those days. We were actually in that dining room all day today. So yes,
Wow,
I remember.
really?
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I remember from that speech is they had a trolley track around the table, and what are there, like 18 people at this table or
Yeah.
something like
Sure.
that, and they have a little track around the entire table, and they have not one but two cameras at different places on that oval track, and they have two sound people, one with each of those dollies, each with a boom, right?
Mm-hmm.
And though my memory, my eyesight, what I remember visually is while I'm talking, these guys are creeping quietly around the table, getting the circular shot. But what I don't remember, and this is why I think crew people are incredible, I remember not one freaking sound. Not one sound. How can 6 people and 2 machines on 2 dollies be so silent? They're great. They're a fabulous crew.
Oh, that's
And
incredible.
you command attention when you're speaking.
Oh, that must be it. Yeah, that's it.
It was such a good speech.
So Frank is unsure of his place, doesn't even know if he's trusted anymore, like you said. Does he want to run the show, or is it too much stress, you think?
Boy, what a good question. I don't even think about it. I don't. I wonder, since I feel like he hasn't himself been pinned with any crime or any nastiness yet. He seems to have some sort of moral sense. We think maybe he's like the good guy.
Yeah.
He's a good, but why is this good guy hanging with this bunch of pirates? That's what I don't get. He's lonely at home doing nothing. What is it? So I don't know if he wants to run the whole thing. I think he has a certain respect for Logan, and he wants to keep it going the way that Logan would want it, but I don't know. That's why I'm so excited. Last year, I'm like so excited to read what the next script always is, because I don't know. And last year, when they were writing the episode about the offices being raided, finally, the FBI was going to come and get all their stuff, before it went to film, the original version of the script had it opened up with Frank in an opulent bedroom with a woman in his bed, and I thought, oh my God, that's more information that I've had about my character since the beginning of the show.
Really?
There's a woman in my bed. Secondly, I have a bed. It's incredible, and it's an opulent one. But then they visited Jerry, and they did something there, and they visited Carl, and they, said, it was FBI agents visiting each of our bedrooms early in the morning. And then it was gone. All three of those were gone. And they rewrote it. So that never happened. Oh. That never existed. Frank doesn't have a woman in his bed. For all we know, he lives on the street. I have no idea what, I can make up all I want, but I'm looking for the clues in the script. At some point earlier, they said, they're making fun of me losing my girlfriend to some guy in Italy. Well, you have to read the script for what's said about you, but you don't have to always believe it. I mean, they could just be, they rib me incessantly. Maybe it's just another crack,
Yeah.
So I don't know if I had a girlfriend who got
I just don't know.
I just don't know.
Do you have any traits in common with Frank, or do you relate closely to your character at all?
I do. I think that's why it could have been a zillion people, but it was me. There's a sort of desire for honesty, a desire for straight shooting, and a sort of recessiveness that I can relate to as well.
Great answer, and I think you're very modest as well. I don't think anyone in this cast can be easily replaceable at all.
No.
It looks like a tight group now. It's really quite beautiful. Yeah.
Who in the cast is most like their character on the show?
Wow. Well, at this point, when we're on set, we're all sort of like that guy. We're all sort of like our guys. There are the times between shots where we all kibitz and stuff, but since I don't go home with these people, I don't know how to answer you for real. It would be a superficial kind of, answer, and I don't want to give you that.
Gotcha. So everyone, for the most part, on set pretty much sticks into character. At least that's how you think of them for the most part.
It's not really that much, but everybody is. I think everybody is sweet as hell.
Well, that's great to hear.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, all the nasty guys are sweet as hell.
That was my next question. Is there anyone who's very unlike their character in real life?
Well, I would say that for me, playing a savvy businessman is about as far a reach as I'm willing to make my career. It's just a joke.
You play it well.
You jumped on that grenade.
I'll throw myself on it. There's times when they want you to ad lib, and I'm going, I don't know what.
Well, who's the biggest diva on set? Would you say it's Cox or Culkin?
Wow. Diva. We don't. I don't think so. We all have our needs.
Sure.
We all have long days, and sometimes we all get a little tetchy, but. It's nothing big. It's nothing. It's a delight. They're good. Everybody's laughing all the time. It's fine.
Oh, love that.
I understand the character of Logan Roy is loosely inspired on Rupert Murdoch and how he had to deal with his kids. Is the character on Frank based on a real person in any way?
Oh, I have no idea. I've never heard that.
Never heard that, really.
No. Mm-mm.
Wow. Anyone you look to for inspiration on how to play the character, the savvy businessman?
Nope. No. I was, aside from the facts of what a COO does back in the old days, 45 years ago, whenever it was, when I had that interview. So I get ready for my one episode as a COO. That was the end of it. It was like, I think the second episode, HBO had electronic press kit stuff getting ready for us. We're all going to be interviewed about our characters. And I said, there's nothing for me to tell you. I know nothing. I've just been fired. I'm, a free floating, feather here. I have no idea what I am. I'm an acolyte,
Do you watch the show after it comes out?
Of course. Oh yeah, I want to see how they put it together, because how they put it together makes it what it really is. It makes it a novel. I mean, if you, for instance, as I do, I look at Frank in past couple of seasons, and it's a corner of the tapestry, right? But the way they, filter in silent shots of the different characters who are not speaking makes it a rich experience. It's cool.
That's some of the brilliance behind the making of the show.
Yeah, it really, to me, it is. To me, it keeps my guy alive,
Yeah, and it's not so much the things that are said and that have been written, but the things that aren't being said, the shots of the people who aren't talking.
It's so beautiful how they've woven it in to make it a fuller experience,
And each season gets more intense. The writing matches the quality of the performances. What are the additional ingredients to make Succession a success in your mind?
No, it certainly is. It's certainly Jesse Armstrong and his team of writers. We're just been doing a couple of episodes in the past month where you get hit with a punch on one, and then you go into a farce on the next one. It's just wow. These guys are really taking chances. These guys just don't fucking care. They're gonna, they're just gonna throw it all in. It's great. They're daring. They're very daring.
And everybody's eating it up.
Well, if you were cast as the lead in a new project and got to choose any of your Succession castmates to co-star in it with you, who would you choose?
Let's see. Ding, ding, ding. How much time do we have?
Take your time.
Plenty of time.
It's a loaded question, I know, and it's a hell of a cast.
I don't know that it's so hard. It's just wealth, isn't it?
Yeah.
I can see it going everywhere though. There are jokes going around right now about, we're going to have a spinoff with Carl and Frank, taking a road trip or something.
I love that.
But Dave Rush and I are, good friends and have been, stage actors for a long time. So we know each other from years and years and years. And it's fun to be hanging out with him and doing that kind of stuff.
Well, what do you believe has been, the most impactful project that you've been a part of, aside Succession?
I don't think I can answer that. But when I think about something that means a lot to me, I think, oh, you're going to love this. I'd like to quote the playwright Simon Gray. I did a play of his once that he directed, and we'd go out for burgers and drinks afterwards, and we asked him, this famous playwright, so which is your favorite play? And he said something like, The Dog Soldiers. And we went, what? What happened to Butley and, all those Otherwise Engaged, blah, blah, blah. The things that ran for, years. And he said, well, you tend to love the children that have been abused the most, by the critics.
Yeah.
And I feel that way about, I did a play called The Shags, a musical a few years ago, which I just loved. And it was ripped apart. But, I have a great fondness for this, great fondness for the experience and for what it was doing and what it was trying to do. But that doesn't really answer your question. Ta-da!
But I love that. I mean, some of those projects do become like the most special, like no matter what happens with it, like you'll have that imprint on you.
Yes, yes, yes. It's you really get attached to it, and then it gets savage, and you go, "How could I have been?" My manager said, "What were you thinking?" That kind of stuff.
What about the most impactful project that you weren't a part of? Any favorite
Whoa!
films or shows?
Wow. What could that be? Something that I wish that I had been in because it was so incredible.
Yeah,
Is that?
let's take that angle.
Or just that you've always liked, or
I'm old enough to have seen Tim Curry do the Rocky Horror Show on Broadway a few times,
Wow,
and I'm
That's
telling you,
cool.
that was one of those. When he does Sweet Transvestite, the lights, as they say in all those musicals, got a little brighter.
yeah.
The sound got a little louder, and the foundation rose off the earth about 2 inches.
that's so cool.
It was pretty cool. Yeah, he did this thing where they had a runway that came halfway into the orchestra, and everybody's all the Brad and Janet stuff is happening up on stage, and in the darkness he is being set at the end of the runway that's deepest into the audience, and he's not seen. He's in darkness, and when it's time for him to appear, boom, the light hits him, and you get his back, and then at a certain point, timed to the song, he turns around and you see this incredible being. And at one point musically, he flounces, and his hair, which is all frizzed and it's got a body to it, like not like an afro, but it has some height. And there's been glitter put in it, so when he flounces and turns his head, the glitter goes up and out over the. Fabulous, just fabulous.
Oh, that would be so great. I bet in person that would be so cool.
It's great. It's great. Yeah.
Do you remember any particular film or actor you could point to and say, that's why I wanted to become an actor?
No.
N-
I'm afraid not. No, I wanted to be an actor, I'm sure when I was 5.
Just knew it was for you.
I just was doing that stuff at home, and I got lucky, that I did get lucky. Before I left school, the chairman of the department had a pal who was like one of the top agents in town. So I started, that was pretty, so I didn't have to find an agent. But I didn't like how I acted. And after 3 years, I said, I'm stopping for a while to learn how to act better. And at that point, I parted company with that agent, and then the game was on.
And the game was on.
Oh.
Well, what are your favorite things to do when you're not working? Any exotic interests or hobbies?
I have a parrot.
You have an exotic pet? Wow.
Exotic pet.
Yeah.
Though yeah, and she's swell. She's like 23, and
What kind?
like old radios and old phonographs, that kind of stuff.
What kind of
we were-
parrot is she?
She's a Jardine,
Nice.
Sure.
and she's a small guy, like 10 inches or something.
Does she talk? Can she say any lines from Succession?
No, she can say no lines, but we have a way of communicating. When she gets a little noisy at around 6 or 7 o'clock, I go. Her name is Midnight. Her nickname is Mitty, so I go, Mitty go CP, and she'll go, yeah. And sometimes I go, Mitty go. She'll go, yeah. I go, no, you have to hear me out because I want to know that you're answering my question, and it's not just an arbitrary, yeah. That's the kind of talk we have.
So she gets you.
Yeah.
Yeah, we it's pretty dependable though.
She's
Great.
23. How long have you had her?
22 years, I
Oh,
guess.
okay.
Amazing.
Well, yeah, so most of her life. Any other pets?
No, thanks. Thank you.
Have you always had pets or been into animals?
Never. No.
Never.
This was to satisfy the 6-year-old daughter's need for a dog. I wasn't going to be the guy at 12 o'clock on a blizzard night going to take this thing out. I was not going to do it.
No, sir.
We settled on a bird, and of course it never bonded with her. It only bonded with me, and that's that.
Oh.
That's how it works.
That's great.
Well, to honor the great James Lipton, we like to ask this question. What's your favorite
Uh-oh.
curse word?
Wow. I guess fuck. I don't know.
Yeah. It's classic.
Can't go
No.
wrong with fuck.
No, it isn't. It isn't. But I can't say it. I don't want to say it.
You have to be in the mood, really.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, you're right. That's what you are. You're right.
Well, we play a game on every episode and try to come up with a little something for each guest as well. We wanted to use some of the epic lines in Succession and highlight some of the great writing in the series. It was going to be too hard if we used all of the characters, so we simplified this to where you'd only have to choose from 3. If you'll indulge us, I'd like to give you a few lines from the show, and you tell us if the line belonged to Logan, Roman, or Tom.
Oh, great. All right.
Do you think you can pick out Logan, Roman, or Tom's line here?
No. But go
I
ahead.
think you're going to do well.
All right. Well, you can get help from Blair and Tyler. They're pretty good at these.
Oh, that's
at
good.
these-
Thank
and they do not know the answer. All
I
right.
accept their help. Yeah.
First one here.
Let's get this dub.
You don't hear much about syphilis these days. Very much the MySpace of STDs.
Wow. And I got Logan,
Ro-
Tom.
Logan, Tom, or Roman?
I have an immediate guess on this.
Oh,
What do
good. Then you take
No,
take
I
it,
need to
take
hear
it.
you, Peter.
Yeah, Peter first.
I would have thought Tom.
Yes.
Do
that
you
was my
agree?
guess. 100% agree.
You're both right with Tom.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
See, he's on the board. All right.
Too easy.
Too easy. Next one.
All right. Good.
He's selling me things I want at a fair price. So what's next, Felicio?
Oh, I have another immediate guess on this.
Roman?
Roman, incorrect. Blair, what do you think?
Logan.
Blair got it with Logan.
Oh,
Ooh, one
Blair.
apiece.
Logan. Referring to what?
Tell.
They just got out of a meeting and things went too well. They offered a price that he was happy with, and he walked out and he was like, "What's going on here? Like both sides are happy. That shouldn't have been
Wow.
the way it went."
Okay.
All right. Then it makes sense then. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
I like it.
He's selling me things I want at a fair price. What's next, Felicia?
Damn. Damn.
All right,
Good. It's good.
this is good. Logan, Roman, or Tom? Don't threaten me, Jerry. I don't have time to jerk off.
Okay, that's got to be Roman.
Yes. Like if it's not Roman, come on.
That was definitely Roman. That was a good. One.
Yeah. This is too good. How
That
do
was
you
good. That had to be a part. Well done. All right. Are we talking to each other on the deck of a majestic schooner? Is the salty brine stinging my weather-beaten face? No. Then why the fuck are you wearing a pair of deck shoes, man?
That's Tom.
Tom, yes.
Oh.
Such a Tom line.
He didn't think he was going to be
That's
good
not-
at this. He's only missed one.
Yeah,
You're
what a
so
pro.
good at this.
Wow.
I'm feeling powerful now,
Yes.
Turn it up a notch.
like I never feel on the show. Right.
This is your moment. Your time to shine.
Get a couple more here. It was supposed to be choreographed. That was about as choreographed as a dog getting fucked on roller skates.
Oh God, Blair.
Okay, see, I'm stuck between either Tom or Roman on this.
Well,
And
yeah, but
I
Who?
almost want to say Tom again, but would you do this?
I know. I don't know.
Peter,
I
final
don't-
call. What is it?
Well, I'll go with Roman.
Blake.
You're both wrong. It's Logan.
Wow.
Classic.
Peter.
Prove it. Prove
Yeah,
it.
show your work.
Prove it.
Show your work.
This was supposed to be choreographed. That's about as choreographed as a dog getting fucked on roller skates.
Okay. Okay. Perfect answer.
Boy.
All right.
All right.
You're going to be living in a magical castle, and I'm going to be down in the dungeon somewhere sucking off ogres for fun cards.
Oh yeah, got those.
It's Tom.
It's got to be Tom. Yes,
Of course it's Tom.
that's incredibly Tom.
Oh, that's Tom. All right. Last one here.
I'm still upset about the last question.
This one's for all the marbles. Blair against Peter. Who's going to take it?
No.
All right. Come on.
You look like a dildo dipped in beard trimmings.
Wow.
Okay. Peter, you have firsties on this.
I'm just gonna go with the odds that it's Roman. I
I
have
was
no
gonna
idea.
say Roman.
Roman is correct.
Wow. It's a tie.
Yes.
Congratulations,
Bob?
everyone.
We'll call
Tell
it.
him what he's won.
A new beard.
Oh, that is great. I can't thank you enough for indulging us on that. That was really fun.
That was
That
fun.
got competitive there, Peter. You were really good at that.
Yeah.
It happens. We get competitive around
You're
here.
great at that game. You should really go pro.
Yeah, I look forward to the next game.
Well, any other fun and exciting projects coming up other than season 4 of Succession?
Yeah, no, I just, as you had mentioned, I did about 6 episodes of Maisel, which is in its filming its last season right now,
Nice.
and so that'll be out there, and that was fun because it's a whole different feel. Also, a beautiful cast, beautiful crew, good working conditions, delightful, and I got to do something a little lighter.
Yeah, that show is excellent.
So much fun to watch.
Really big fans of that show too. So that's season 5
Yeah.
that's coming out next. When could we expect that?
No, they don't. I don't ask. I told you.
Same thing over here.
I don't know why I thought you asked.
Well, we can't thank you enough for joining us, Mr. Friedman. We really appreciate your time.
Yes, thank
Appreciate
you.
your having-
So much.
Yeah, we really hope
Thank
we get
you
the
all.
opportunity to talk again sometime.
All right, man.
All right.
Good to
thanks,
see you
Peter.
all.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye-bye.
Good
Bye.
luck.
Take care.
Bye, all.
Bye. Bye. Good man.
Peter.
So cool.
He's in some 2 of the best shows on television
Yeah.
now.
Just like no big
So
deal,
humble.
Mrs. Maisel, Succession. Don't ask me about it.
Yeah.
Don't talk to me about
I only
it.
have one of the most popular characters. It's fine.
He's like, yeah, it's
Fine.
cool. I don't know when it comes out. I don't know what it's about. Don't ask me what it's about. This isn't a little show that's
no, this
coming
is
out.
a big
This
gun,
is-
and I can imagine they do
HBO
keep
shit.
that shit tight.
They keep their shit tight,
Lip-
Blair.
Yeah, they do.
Are sealed.
I'm not done playing this game.
Really?
That game was fun as shit.
That
Yeah,
was
it was.
good. I can't believe we thought a Roman quote was.
He got into it.
Look, I love how much he got into.
He
it.
was like, I don't think I'm going to be good at this, and I only missed one.
and I'm gonna nail it.
Shoots 90% from the field on that. It's pretty good.
Yeah, he was loving that. Don't threaten me, Jerry. I don't have time to jerk.
That's great. That's so good.
He loved the quote.
All right. Couple here between you two. Tom, Logan, or Roman.
Okay.
I did a bit of research and got deep into the prison blogs about toilet wine. Turns out you can make it from fruit and ketchup, but you have to burp the wine bag as it ferments. And I thought, what if I forget to burp the toilet wine?
So Tom, he thought he was going to prison, so he was preparing.
Whoa.
Whoa.
She even showed her work.
Whoa.
I'll mess around. This is seriously one of my favorite shows.
It's awesome.
I can't believe we just got to talk to Peter.
So cool.
Peter.
And yes, he is still on the chair. I wanted to tell him you are still a
Why?
chairman of
You're still on the
Waystar.
chair.
Okay,
Yeah.
you are still a chairman of Waystar, vice chairman.
What I think he meant to say was that he wished mom gave birth to a can opener because at least then it would be useful.
Oh, that's
Roman.
Roman.
Tyler,
it to the
got
biscuit.
something. I'm on
Roman.
the fucking
Whoa.
board.
Give it.
There's
Do the biscuit.
Tyler James.
I'm here.
Okay. This one is a sibling, but it's not Roman.
Okay.
I'm not saying I make a better CEO. That's unsaid.
Logan.
Kendall.
Oh, this is somebody else.
This
It's
is
a
somebody
sibling.
else. Another
That's
sibling.
not Roman. So it's got.
Connor, Shiv, or Kendall.
I was thinking it was Connor
Shiv.
for a second, but I'm going to say Kendall.
Shiv.
You're both wrong. It's Connor.
Balls.
It is Connor?
Connor.
I am the oldest.
I am the oldest. I'm not saying I'd make the better CEO. That's unsaid.
He's like the politician, so I guess that's so funny.
All right. If you could tell me who did this quote, and it's no one we've mentioned so far, you'll win the night.
Oh, damn.
The Logan Roy School of Journalism? What's next? Jack the Ripper Women's Health Clinic?
It's nobody we've mentioned.
No one we've mentioned.
It's definitely a female. Is it a female?
It's not.
It's not.
It's
I
not.
was thinking, is it
I don't
Jerry? But
know.
it's not.
It's not Jerry. Good guess, but no.
If it's Logan, that's not a family member, because then they wouldn't say Logan Roy. Actually, it could be Shiv. Let's go Shiv.
Already said it wasn't a woman. She's still going shit.
Oh, no. Tyler fucked me up.
Logan's brother, played by James Cromwell.
Oh, of course.
You weren't gonna get that. You weren't gonna get that, but it's a good line.
Pulled a Cromwell
Good one.
on me.
Pulled Cromwell. never know when you're just gonna get Crom so well.
Just
Cromwelled right
out
back
of
door.
nowhere, just Cromwelled me so.
You didn't get Crom good. You got Cromwelled.
Harold Nye, ladies and gentlemen.
Hot news! New dream car giveaway over at 8080. In addition to the 15% off you get for using code Crunchy, they're offering 5 times the entries right now, all for a brand new Lamborghini plus $60,000 in cash. You do not want to miss out. Nor do you want to forget to check out somethincrunchy.com, where you'll find every episode of links for social media, and the Almighty Crunch Store, where you'll find all kinds of Crunchy gear showing that you are a proud citizen of Crunch Nation. Then there's a Something Crunchy Facebook group. To be frank, it's a succession of meme groups. Get in there and say what's up. This has been another episode of Something Crunchy. And as always, don't ever forget to live your crunchiest life.
And be crunchy to one another.
Please don't forget to subscribe, like, follow, and all that crunchy good shit. Thank you for listening.
I did, and I'm prepared to answer them all, but none to your satisfaction.
I'm sure that's not true.
Just got home from working on Succession. It was fun.
You
Fun
were
day.
just working on it now, filming?
Yeah. I got home about half hour ago.
Okay. I want to ask you all about that, but I want to get started first. Acapella Succession theme song.
Surprisingly learned the entire thing.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
Having a good time.
I like it.
Peter. Or
Arr.